Hello. It is me. I have risen from the dead. No, all jokes aside, welcome back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott, and you're watching your stop for all things theme park and attraction related. And it's been a while since I've done that intro in my little setup that I got here. I've been doing a lot behind the scenes as far as my life goes. As you guys would know, I haven't been uploading that much, and I'm sorry, but I'm trying my best to get the time to upload for you all. But like I said, if you're following my YouTube community tab, in 2022, at the start of that year, I'm going to go all out with the crazy content again and start uploading at least 2 times a week. Don't hold me to it, but that's what I'm going to aim for. But I'm here, y'all, and I'm back, and I'm going to be doing my full-on review on the brand new Fastpass system / tip board / itinerary / I don't really know what to call it, that Disneyland has rolled out at their 2 parks. And that's right, everybody, I was able to test out the Disney Genie Plus / Lightning Lane service a couple days ago, coincidentally when it was pouring rain at Disneyland, and I have a lot to discuss about it on as far as the pros, the cons. Is it worth the $20? Is it worth paying for the a la carte options for the different attractions? All that and more, and we're going to talk about that in today's video. I do want to start off by saying, though, keep in mind, like I said, I went on a rainy day, so this was just an experience that I had. Now, I can assume that it's a lot busier on peak days. It's a lot harder to get these different reservations for Lightning Lane and whatnot on peak days compared to rainy day crowds, but I do want to explain a little bit how those crowds were. I took some screen recordings. I took some screen recordings now on a peak night of a Friday night that I'm filming this, so I've really put a lot of thought into this review before sitting down and filming it, just to let you guys know, and everyone's experience is different. Like I said, I'm just going based off of my one experience with Genie Plus thus far. Alright, everybody, first and foremost, if you guys don't know what Genie Plus is / Lightning Lane is essentially the brand new Fastpass. Genie Plus is essentially the brand new Max Pass system. Now with Genie Plus, it puts together a full itinerary for you. You know, you can put the different things that are high priority for you, and it'll categorize the stuff on when to go and when is the lowest crowds for a set attraction, etc, etc. And then you can pay an upgraded $20, which gets you photos all day long from the different attractions that offer them, these different audio things, and then of course you get to make different Lightning Lane selections, which is their brand new Fast Pass, through your mobile device or whatever device you're using. Now, we decided to do that. You know, we really wanted to test it out because it's $20. It's the same price as Max Pass. At one point, it was like $15, but then they just kept raising the price here and there. So that's what we did. We got there about like 10:30ish, and then we actually got inside the park at 11, and we bought Lightning Lane / Genie Plus. Now, there are a couple different rides that you can pay a la carte for just to skip the line that aren't included in the Genie Plus service, which are Rise of the Resistance, Web Slingers, A Spider-Man Adventure, and Radiator Springs Racers, all 3 of those attractions being very, very popular attractions, with Rise of the Resistance being the most expensive at $20 per person. Now, I'm sorry, right off the bat, if you guys are paying for individual attractions to get into the Lightning Lane, like, I mean, do what you want with your money, but I just think that's a little bogus. Disney, that's just a money-hungry thing right there. I think that it should just be included in the Genie Plus service, and if people want to argue, okay, well, those are high-in-demand attractions, well, once those reservations are filled up, then they're filled up, so it really shouldn't matter, right? It should just depend on how fast you are getting those reservations for the normal $20 Genie Plus pass, right? And you could even make the argument of, okay, you know, adding Rise of the Resistance and Web Slingers onto this Genie Plus $20 pass adds more value. Well, then just up the price to like $30. I don't know. I think that it's a little bit crazy, people that are spending individual prices just to get on one attraction, especially if you're coming to Disney for, with a family of 4 or a family of 5. I'm not going to be paying $100 for my family of 5 to go ride Rise of the Resistance. I'd rather just wait in a 90-minute standby wait. Now, I think we were able to do a total of 10 attractions in about 5 hours that we were there between DCA and Disneyland, and a lot of them were popular attractions. We rode Indiana Jones, we rode Toy Story Mania, we rode the Incredicoaster, and we rode a whole bunch of other attractions like that. Now, when we were there, we had no problem booking Lightning Lane selections. It was always, you know, within the next 5 minutes that we could go. I think the longest wait that we had to wait was about 15 minutes for Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, and that's solely due to the fact that it was broken down earlier in the day and the fact that they added a couple new show scenes to it, so obviously people are going to want to go to that attraction and book that Lightning Lane a lot more than, say, Matterhorn. But during the rainy day, a lot more people started to come in as the rain started to go away. It kind of blossomed up a little bit and the sun came out, and a lot more people started to come in, and I thought, you know, okay, this will probably have an effect on how many Lightning Lane selections are available. Well, it didn't. They still stay the same. There's still some within 10 minutes of each other, but you know, we can also argue the fact that people coming in middle of the day are less likely to buy this Genie Plus service than people starting in the early morning like ourselves. So you guys, I really thought about all the scenarios here. At $20, I think it's the perfect price point, especially if you're going on a peak day. It may be a lot harder to get these different selections, but keep in mind, guys, you're only allowed to ride each attraction once while using the Lightning Lane line. So you can stand and standby all you want, but as far as if you buy the Genie Plus package and you want to use the Lightning Lane on your mobile device, you can only ride the attraction once, unfortunately, because we wanted to, you know, get on Toy Story Mania and then get off and get right back on and book another selection, but it said that we had used all of our selections for the day for that specific attraction, which really sucks a lot. I think that's definitely the biggest con here, because with Max Pass, you can ride the attractions as much as you wanted as long as they're available Fast Pass times. So that's one big downgrade compared to Max Pass down to Genie Plus. There were no technical issues with it really, other than the fact that sometimes it wouldn't refresh and show our Lightning Lane QR codes, but it was a simple close the app and then open it back up and just get on better internet, because the Disney internet's not that great. I get better coverage on my data, and that's one thing that you'll come to notice, you know, with the whole boarding group system and everything. Even though we don't have to deal with that anymore, going off of the Disney Wi-Fi was a lot more painful than just going off the data off your phone. So like I said, I did take a screen recording tonight at 7 p.m. was the time of the screen recording on a Friday night, the busy times, and even then there's still the longest wait for Lightning Lane is an hour from now, and that would be Indiana Jones. But even with Haunted Mansion Holiday, people love to ride that at night. They had a booking for within like 20 minutes, I believe it was. Everything else was practically a walk-on for the Lightning Lane. You book the reservation and you walk right up and walk onto the ride, and that was within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, nothing too crazy. And like I said, that's on a peak Friday night at 7 p.m. No rain out. It's a little bit cold outside, but no rain, nothing like that. And I have been following this a lot throughout the week on when it's sunny outside and in the middle of the day, and really just basing off my, I guess, quote-unquote research off different time slots and different times that it'd be considered peak. I'll definitely be watching how many Lightning Lane selections are available for tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, and the winter break time, because obviously those are going to be the busiest times of the year right now. Now, I feel like with the whole service, it was a lot more painful in Walt Disney World, because every attraction there offers Lightning Lane, and that's how it was with Fastpass Plus. Is basically every attraction offered those systems. So when you have every single attraction inflated in standby waits, then it kind of pisses people off. And I definitely think that Disney World should minimize the amount of attractions available, and I think that's where all the frustrations are coming in. So that's why I want to bring up our next topic, and that's standby lines. Disney has been inflating these standby lines a whole lot, but is it really inflating, or are they just telling the truth? Now, you know, I've been anti-Fastpass. I've been kind of like in the middle with Fastpass, and I've also been pro-Fastpass. I really can't make up my mind, because I enjoy having Fastpass and the ability to pay $20 to make Fast Passes all day now, which are considered Lightning Lanes. But at the same time, waiting in standby wasn't that bad, because if it was a hosted 20-minute wait, it actually took 20 minutes and I had to pay a single dollar out of my pocket. Now it seems like what looks like a 40-minute wait is actually posted at an hour-and-a-half wait, and that's solely because they're letting in all the guests who have those Lightning Lane bookings. And I mean, it's way worse than Fastpass, guys. Like, they'll literally see you from a mile away and they'll hold up the standby line and let the Lightning Lane people in. And don't get me wrong, when we bought that $20 thing, that's what we're paying for. So I was like, sweet, you know, I get to cut the line, you know, for the $20 price point. But if I'm just going for a couple hours and I want to wait in standby, then it can get a little bit annoying seeing all these people come in and seeing you not move at all in standby and make the line seem even longer than it already is. Because that's one thing that I feel Disney benefited for as far as guest experience goes, is people were constantly moving through the standby waits when Fastpass wasn't a thing, or they skipped the line option wasn't a thing. And that was for a few months, so we experienced it through peak, we experienced it during slow times, and really it never disappointed not having a Fastpass system. But now of course that's gone. So do I recommend buying Genie Plus with the current circumstances? Yes, I do recommend it, because if you want to be able to get everything done between Disneyland and DCA, and especially if you're on a time constraint, then I definitely recommend this. It's $20. You know, if you go with a group, then everybody pays $20 each. You get the photos all day, and it's just, I mean, it's worth it. There's nothing else to say other than it's worth it. Keep in mind though, there have been issues with it, so you never know what you're gonna get. You could have a perfect day like me on a rainy day and it just everything goes smoothly, or you could have a day like the debut day of Genie Plus where Disney issued refunds to practically everybody. Now let's look at the overall takeaway from it. Do I think that Disney should have implemented this at all? No, I don't think so. I think that they should have just stuck with the traditional standby line, and if they wanted to do the pay per skip the line, then they could have done all the different attractions a la carte. That way it doesn't, you know, affect the standby as much, because really, who's going to be paying $15 to ride Matterhorn at a shortened wait time? I'm not. But I definitely think that there's people out there that will do it. So if Disney still wanted to benefit from it and be quote-unquote money hungry, then they should have just done that and not introduced this whole new thing where Fastpass is back. I much rather prefer just waiting a standby wait and it actually taking 20 minutes and even shorter at some points than having to wait in a standby wait that's posted a 45-minute wait that ends up being an hour and a half. But now that we have Genie Plus and there's nothing that we can do about it, we can only hope for good things in the future. I do think that Disney's going to look at the first couple weeks and be like, you know, we need to make some tweaks there, we need to do these things better, or maybe they're going to make changes that make it worse. Who knows? In Disney World, they've already been adding different attractions that were already included in that $20 pass to a la carte. So in other words, beforehand, you can take those bookings and make them for different attractions like Space Mountain. Well, now you have to actually pay an a la carte price for Space Mountain compared to just paying $20 for the pass that allows you to make all the lightning lanes you want all day long. And hopefully Disneyland doesn't do that where they start taking off different attractions away from that, because then it decreases the value in paying $20, and then it just makes Disney fans even more mad and gives Disney fans even more stuff to crap talk the company about, and rightfully so, because that's just wrong. In other words, what I'm trying to say is, guys, I can see it from both sides. You know, I can see the good in it, I can see the bad in it, but at the end of the day, I prefer standby over anything, and that's just my takeaway from it. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions as far as the Genie Plus service goes, leave them down below in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer them. Keep in mind though, I am busy, so if I don't get around to it as soon as you comment it, then I will try my best to answer it within the week or so. But there's my review on it. Do what you guys want with it, purchase it, show your experience. I will be going back within the next couple weeks or so and purchasing Genie Plus again, kind of showcase you guys in a vlog sort of fashion. This time I just really wanted to experiment with myself and, you know, do it on my phone and do the whole thing and not have to worry about filming every single step of the way. Anyways, everybody, if you're new here, consider subscribing down below with those bell notifications on. Follow us on social media at Exploring Attractions on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. My name is Scott, and you've been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.